So it's me, your little boy, K Samson. How to get your life together and get it together. You know what I'm saying? Listen, choosing ones. The truth is that everyone up there start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? There's an advice that my mom used to give me, even right now if I call her. He always tell me, Samson, don't forget that know what nobody up there that make it without what paying. Nobody up there that becomes successful without what struggle. The truth is that every man up there that you are seeing today, that the world are hearing their name, the world are announcing them, and you are praying to be like them, my brothers, majority of them may not be bold to tell you their story. When I mean bold, because the truth is that if you can figure out how majority of people today who are so great, so successful, if you can figure out how they started, you that is watching me, you will be so grateful to be where you are. You will know that you are better than 85 or 75% of people who are successful right now. Because many of them start from zero. Many of them start with nothing. Many of them don't even have where they live. They don't have shelter. Think about this man, Steve, the man that her wife cheated on, black American. When I heard about his story, I was so what? I was so emotional. Tears almost what flowed. He was homeless for many years, 3 years, but now he owned a network that mount a thousands of millions and what millions of naira. What does that mean is that you can become someone and you can become whoever you want to become. It's just and you knowing what you do, what you want, you knowing what you do, what you desire. It's not about you chasing a thousands of gold. Because my dad used to tell me that a man with a thousands of gold may end up not accomplishing nothing. It's just like where you have a bed, where you hold one bed in your hand. I use this as an example. When if eventually you hold this is one bed in your hand, you hold it right in your hand, and you are hearing a thousands of bird screaming on the wood or inside the bush, rolling and making noise. You got to understand that that one you hold in the word in your hand is much more better than the thousand you are hearing in the bush that you have not catch. So that is why you need to do it to hold something. You need to start from somewhere. I know that it's tough, it's hard. Mostly if you are under your parents, you are living under your parents, maybe you are graduated, you have learned a work and there is no money, and maybe you have already maybe you have already been what how will I say it? You have already graduated from school and you are still living under your parents. It's not a mistake, it's not a barrier. Don't let people deceive you that you are too big to live under your parents. No, use that opportunity and that privilege to gather yourself, build yourself before you decide to move on with your own life. Don't just let people telling you, how long will you be living under your mom? How long will you be living under your parents? How long will you be feeding by your mom? Can't you don't know that you living under your mom, you won't be able to catch up? My brother, slow and win is the best game on planet Earth. Don't fast. When I was at home, there's a habit I always have that make my mom sometimes she'll just be laughing at me because she see me always as a kid, because as a last born, majority of us have these attitudes. So anytime I come back from school, from work, maybe they send me an errand to go and maybe to bring cassava, yam, etc. Because I'm that kind of person. I can't say that I help my mom and my dad so much. I help them because I deserve to do so. You know what I'm saying? But I have these attitudes that anytime I come home, I always tell my mom, "Oh, mom, I don't like this rice. Mom, I don't like to eat yam. Mom, I want to eat banana. I want to eat plantain. Mom, I want to eat banku. I want to eat what fufu. Mom, cook fufu now. Cook what bitter leaf soup. Cook this one. Anytime maybe we are eating, I will just say, Mommy, I don't like this meat. I don't like this meat. I want the head of fish. I want this. I want this. But when I left them, I understand what life become. When I leave, there was a day I was communicating with my mom. I said, Mom, now I understand the sacrifice that you people have paid. He said, what do you mean? I said, Mom, half of my salary go to my stomach. She burst laugh. I said, half of my salary enter my stomach. She was just looking at me. So what does that mean is that forget about what people are going to tell you. The street is tough. The street is hard. And the street is sweet when you make the right decision. Trust me, when you decide to build yourself, bring yourself, don't be that person that you are under your mom and you are working, you are spending it anyhow because you don't pay bill, you don't pay NEPA, you don't support, you don't do this. Sometimes when you are under your mom, go to market, use that money to buy something. Surprise them, pay some bills, assist them. So from there, you will learn how to be paying bills. You will learn how to be doing stuff. Don't let people tell you, you have to leave your parents, run away from your parents, go and do your stuff alone, go and grind alone, go and do this. When it becomes tough, you understand that none of them will do what we asked you. And it is more better you leave your parents at once with peace. Not that you just rush and go out to the street and you start to live. After 2 to 3 years, you come back to again. You become a prodigal son. That is just, and they won't value you, they won't respect you. They won't give you that respect. So settle down. Figure out what you are capable of doing. How I said it, patronize yourself. Create impact to yourself. Forget about what people will tell you. Figure out one particular thing. My dad used to tell me that one bird, if you have one bird, all these birds that fly in the bush and all this, if you have one in your hand, it's much more than thousands. Because many of us want to become a musician, we want to become a singer, we want to be a bosser, we want to be this, and end of it, we make noise without accomplishing nothing. Figure out that thing you are called to do. That is why I have a lot of my friends that I have their number that I don't longer message with again. Not because I hate them, because I don't want to communicate with people who don't understand that even in your work, even if you are a student, you are studying, you need to create. That is the opportunity. You will create something. There was one of my friends that I tell something in 2019 when I began my YouTube channel. I was communicating with her one day. I tell her, I love this your job and this is opportunity, and now you are under your madam. So this, you have a phone, you have you have phone, camera phone, even if it's not the camera is not clear, but you can be posting something on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. I will help you to create it. She englowned it. Later on, after 4 years, when she start to see my impact, she start to ask me this. I still do what make her up. But I asked her, do you know that now, if peradventure you started it when I was, forcing you, trying to make you to understand that by now, that you have already graduated, you have your certificate, that the money that you will be earning through that you're uploading on either Facebook, TikTok, will be enough for you to rent an apartment. She was just looking at me. Because we are living in a world where people want to get everything by speed. They think success is there is a shortcut for greatness. This is the mistake that many of us are making. There is no shortcut to greatness. There is no one up there that succeeds by shortcut. So you need to figure out what you love in doing particularly. Don't let no one deceive you that there is a manna or there is a tree that you will go and pluck money up there, or there is a tree that you will go and pluck greatness. There must be sacrifice you must pay. I always say this in all my videos when I used to do motivational speech and all those stuff. I said, in order for you to get what you want, you must sacrifice what you have. If you don't sacrifice what you have within you, what you have particularly will be used for a sacrifice. Because the truth is this, if peradventure, maybe I decide this is what I have been using for this year, all my jotter, everything that you are seeing that I upload, this is where I write them. You can see it. You can see it. This is the one that I wrote yesterday night, this page. So if you want to understand that I take time to write them. So if I don't write them, if I don't take my time, my energy, my effort to do it, I won't be able to do it, to face the camera like this. So you must surely give out what you have in order for you to get what you need. That is why many of us sacrifice our time going to job in order for us to earn a living. So you need to understand that get your life together. Start up something. Don't let no one deceive you. Don't let no one tell you that everything will be okay when you are not doing nothing. Don't let no one deceive you, bro. I'm telling you this by the grace of God. God bear me witness. Don't let no one tell you that everything will be cool without you putting in work. You will remain like that, because the truth is this. I know that people hate the truth. People hate when you say the truth. If you don't put in work now, if you don't put your life together now, if you don't put in your effort to become someone else today, to become something today, in your old age, you will start to grind when you're supposed to be resting, which I pray that will not be your portion. But that prayer will not work or else you make a move. Because if I pray today that you will be great in 20 years to come, and you start to sleep in your bed for 24 hours, my brother, that prayer will not work. It will not work. That is why the Bible says, faith without work is dead. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a faith and you are not working, bro, you will work in your old age. You will understand this. So remain blessed, and may God do what blessed you. So get your life together and do what? Get it without what? Listening to nobody. Ground it and make impact. May God bless you, and remain what? And remain blessed in Jesus' name. Amen.